I am the CEO of California High-Speed Rail Authority, or you can consider me the project manager or the general construction superintendent. All of those titles are good with me. Thank you to the dignitaries here with us today, our federal and state partners, members of the building trades, the contractors working on the program, our freight railroad partners, and the authority staff making high-speed rail a reality here for us. Not to forget all our board members, our board chair who's also here. Thank you for that. Most importantly, I would like to thank Governor Gavin Newsom for his leadership and continuous support for this historic program. Thanks, Gov. Today marks a significant milestone in our journey towards transforming transportation and delivering Southwest Regional High-Speed Rail Network for the United States. I have a few announcements today. I'm thrilled to announce, number one, the substantial completion of our civil construction package 4, which is somewhere here where you're standing right now. And this portion of this project is very crucial for us because this lays the foundation for us to go start building high-speed tracks. And this is now complete. So that's the banner that you see on the back. The second big thing that we are doing today on the same side where we are right now, it is the civil construction for the railhead that we will be building here. Why railhead is important for us? It's because it serves as the first step in bringing all our commodities and material to this site and then start laying tracks. That will be the next phase. So that begins also today. This signifies the progress and moves us closer to the reality for the high-speed rail program. We are now laying the foundation for a high-speed rail network that will revolutionize the travel across the Southwest region. And this is made possible thanks to our partnerships with our key allies. On one end, we have High Desert Corridor Joint Powers Authority. Then we have our partners in the north, Caltrain, and also in the south, our partners, Brightline West. That's how we are connecting all these high-speed networks together, and that's how the region is building the Southwest High-Speed Rail Network. This collaboration that we talked about is not just about building infrastructures or laying tracks. It's about creating a connected future for travelers to and from state of Nevada, Las Vegas, to California high-speed rail system through integrating these networks together. These networks will seamlessly link communities, boost regional economies, and offer a sustainable, efficient mode of transportation for generations to come.
Love it, love it.
Yeah.
Woo!
Thank you to our partners, our teams, and the communities we have supported us in this vision. The future for high-speed rail in the Southwest is bright, it's happening, and we are proud to be at the forefront of this transformation in transportation. With that, I would like to now introduce my dear friend, Arthur Sohikian. He's the Executive Director for the High Desert Corridor Joint Powers Agency. Arthur, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Arthur Sohikian. I'm the Executive Director of the High Desert Corridor Joint Powers Agency. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I want to thank you for inviting us today in partnership to demonstrate our collective commitment to innovative, equitable transportation solutions that benefit our communities and businesses. First, I want to extend my gratitude to Governor Newsom for his strong support of high-speed rail in California. Second, I'd like to thank Ian Chowdhury for his support and having us here today to do this with him and the high-speed rail in California. The critical link is the High Desert Corridor High-Speed Rail Project. This link will connect the California High-Speed Rail Project that you're here today with the Brightline West Project, tying together a seamless high-speed rail network that will transform transportation in our region and beyond. The High Desert Corridor Joint Power Agency represents Los Angeles County, LA Metro, and the cities of Lancaster, Palmdale in LA County, and Adelanto and Victorville in San Bernardino County. Together, we are leading the charge to deliver not just rail, but real tangible benefits that people will use. Let me tell you what this means briefly for our communities. Thousands of jobs. As you can see today, we appreciate the hard men and women that are working on these projects. Thank you very much for your work. Access to affordable housing. This improved connectivity will expand housing options and affordability to families. Greater opportunity for jobs, as we mentioned, improve mobility options for the areas that we represent. Imagine traveling from Palmdale in LA County to Victor Valley in San Bernardino in just 25 minutes. This is the future we're building. Equity is at the forefront of how we look at these lenses, working with these underserved communities that have been needing these transportation solutions for decades. And finally, it's a catalyst for economic growth. The High Desert Corridor High-Speed Project is a strategic 54-mile link connecting California's 500-mile network with Brightline's 200-mile network, connecting the project from Los Angeles County into southern Nevada and beyond. Together, these projects will benefit more people and united and collective as a system. Here's something I'm especially proud of, and I'll end with this. The project is, our High Desert Corridor High-Speed Project is locally funded with more than $2 billion in support from Measure M, which was passed by LA County voters in 2016. In 2023, we received additional funding from the Federal Railroad Administration and from the California Department of Transportation. We are committed to working hand in hand with Governor Newsom, Secretary of Transportation, the California High-Speed Rail Authority, and Brightline West to deliver a seamless high-speed rail connection from California to southern Nevada. This is more than transportation. This is transformation. Together, we're building a future. Thank you very much. And now I'm honored to introduce Supervisor and newly appointed Chairwoman, Leticia Perez.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I did just become chair of the Kern County Board just a few hours ago, and I remember that the last time that happened was in 2020, a couple of months before the COVID chaos that changed California and the world. You know, Gavin Newsom sent to Bakersfield Sean Penn and his extraordinarily sophisticated, well-funded, loving organization to come in and elevate Kern County's operation in a way that could not have been possible without actual TLC from Gavin Newsom personally. And I want to say that in my tenure on the board, which is a dozen years, was on the Planning Commission 3 years before that, I could go on and on. I have not seen a governor come to Kern County personally the way that Gavin Newsom has. I personally haven't witnessed that. I have a gut feeling that Kern County is very special to Gavin Newsom. And I really appreciate that, Governor, because you've demonstrated your love for Kern County with resources, with time, and with your personal TLC. And I think that that is absolutely priceless. I want to thank you for being here, Governor. And I want to thank you for your persistent focus and emphasis on Kern County's workforce, because they are our everything. And what we have here in Kern County, what we score on loyalty index, patriotism, family, faith, is absolutely off the charts. It's indexed, it's in the books. But one thing we have is real challenges with skills acquisition, real challenges with transportation, real challenges with moving to the next rung. The ambition is there, the hard work is there, the talent is there, but we have real struggles here. What is represented today is a game changer, a transformative moment for Kern County's workforce. Our access to UC Merced, our access to other parts of the state, our access to upward mobility, to skill up, to get some education, and frankly, see a little bit of the world through that process is happening because of this moment here and the long-term investment and strategizing that has occurred by this governor and others to take the Central Valley, Kern County, and lift us up. lift us up with opportunity, with hope, with skills, and with higher wages, because they're absolutely connected. Our people are ready for this, we are excited for this, and we are so grateful, Governor. Thank you. Now for a few words in Spanish. Hoy es un gran día para los trabajadores del condado de Kern y una nueva era para las familias de Valle Central. Esta será una era de prosperidad y esperanza para toda nuestra comunidad. No importa de dónde vienes, aquí en California creemos que todas las personas pueden tener una oportunidad en el sueño americano. That's the American dream. What's being developed here in the built environment and with real resources and real opportunities is access to the American dream right here. And from the bottom of my heart, Gavin Newsom, thank you. Thank you for holding Kern County in your heart the way that you have. That shows by your presence, by your resources, by your time. I want to thank you personally on behalf of Kern County. You are always welcome here, and I want to see you more. We need you. Thank you. I would like to now introduce and invite Chris Hannon, President of California Building Trades.
Thank you so much, Chairwoman. I'm thrilled to be out here today on behalf of the State Building and Construction Trades Council, along with our Kern and Mono Counties Building and Construction Trades Council, hardworking members that have worked on this project, as well as representatives across the trade unions. It's a special day when you get to be with the governor, the California High-Speed Rail, the High Desert Corridor, and the Board of Supervisors to talk about the fantastic jobs, truly life-changing jobs that this project has created. Over 15,000 jobs. Not just jobs, but union jobs, careers that we can provide, careers that we can excel and thrive. Because of this project, not just for those 15,000 members, but across the Central Valley, we have apprenticeship readiness program after apprenticeship readiness program that are our most successful programs in the state, because there's a pipeline into the local unions here, into apprenticeship, where workers, women and men, can learn their trade and become skilled journey level workers. I can't tell you how much this means to our membership, how much it's going to mean to our state when we're able to connect up communities all throughout our state, open up cultural opportunities across our state, and truly bring these life-changing careers all across our state. Right now in the Central Valley, it means everything to us, but we're going to bring it all across the state. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Anthony Canellis, Structures Superintendent, member of Pile Drivers Local 34.
So I'm not a speaker, so if I stumble or stutter, just give me a moment. I would like to start by thanking the Governor's Office and the High-Speed Rail for allowing me to speak to you today. My name is Anthony Canellis, and I'm a proud member of Pile Drivers Local 34. Currently, I serve as a structure superintendent for Dragados Flatiron Joint Venture and Construction Package 2-3 of the High-Speed Rail project. I have had the privilege of working on this project since December of 2015. I have witnessed the growth from the ground up across this project. And as a resident of Fresno County, the high-speed rail built right here in the valley has been a blessing. It has allowed me to work locally, which for many men and women bridge builders out there chasing opportunities, it is a dream come true. Working close to home has enabled me to be present as a husband to my beautiful wife, who in fact, she is a journeyman carpenter. Sorry, I lost my place. And an active father in my children's lives. This project has given me the rare opportunity to balance my professional and personal responsibilities in a way that is truly meaningful. In my role as a superintendent, I not only see the benefits of this project in my life, but I also witness how it transforms the lives of our union craft employees, from buying their first homes to getting married and starting families. The project represents more than just infrastructure. It's a vehicle for dreams becoming a reality. Over the years, I've had the privilege of working on high-speed rail project through both Construction Package 1 and Construction Package 2-3 segments. Witnessing the immense progress in heavy civil construction on a project of this scale has been nothing short of extraordinary. The dedication and innovation and craftsmanship that goes into every bridge, every structure, and mile of preparation are a testament to the hard work and pride of the men and women building this legacy. Our crews persevere despite facing extreme temperatures and unpredictable weather. The project is not just a testament to the engineering and design, it is a testament to the grit and dedication of the Central Valley men and women who work tirelessly to make this dream a reality. I've also had the privilege to work with local union apprenticeships and students at the Central Valley Training Center who have entered the workforce as apprentices. This has been another great opportunity for the growth of jobs here at home. Today, as we celebrate the groundbreaking of the Railhead project, we recognize it is another step closer to realizing the vision of passenger travel in California and connecting communities across the state. This milestone is a tribute to every person who has worked on this project. I want to express my appreciation to Dragados Flatiron Joint Venture in building a legacy. Thank you. And now, with a huge honor, I would like to introduce to you the Governor of California, Governor Gavin Newsom.
Thanks, Anthony. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. For a guy who can't speak, that wasn't bad, Anthony. That was great. And thanks for putting a human face on this. Thanks for talking about your family supporting jobs. Thanks for talking about this community. Thank you for talking about the Central Valley. Thank you to the spirit of all the speakers and all of you that took the time to be here to really highlight a part of the state that needs to be highlighted, to celebrate, as the chairwoman says, to celebrate Kern County, to celebrate the Central Valley in the great state of California. I just left CSU Stanislaus, had the opportunity to lay out some top lines of the budget in the state of California. We laid a marker down receiving the 6th regional jobs plan that the state has advanced, 13 local and regional plans that fulfill a state vision realized locally. I was proud, Madam Chair, to be here just a few weeks ago receiving the 2nd plan here in Kern County, talking about economic development, talking about workforce development, talking about family sustaining jobs, talking about place, culture, identity, talking about a place in a way that respects and lifts people up, talking about people in a way that they feel heard and included. That is not often the case when you read the newspapers, turn on the TV. I deeply am mindful that people out here feel left behind. I'm deeply mindful that this project in many ways has galvanized some of that negativity as well. It wasn't that long ago that you had leaders in the state of California talking about this project and said, well, why the hell are we doing it in the Central Valley? There's just tumbleweeds, they said, out in the Central Valley. Well, tell that to the folks in Merced and Fresno and Bakersfield. Tell that to the folks that are out here every single day living their lives out loud in the manufacturing and the warehousing and logistics and the extraordinary investments that are being made in advanced manufacturing, the extraordinary investments in biotherapeutics, bioinnovation. It is an extraordinary story that hasn't yet fully been told. And so it very much resonated with me when Anthony said, this is not just a transportation project, this is a transformation project. I've never seen or thought of this or never thought of this fundamentally as a project that's just about rail. It's about economic development. It's about creating a sense of place. It's about upzoning around the rail. It's about infrastructure, yes, physical infrastructure, but also building that human capital and that human infrastructure as a big part of it. So the workforce component, Chris, yes, is a big damn deal. 15,000 jobs is a big damn deal. All the apprenticeship investments are a big, big damn deal. The fact that we are here today to make visible, finally, we are here to lay some track to make real and visible all of the hard work over the course of the last decade and a half is a big damn deal. To the cynics that are filled with cynicism, that stand on the sidelines and don't engage, we're here making this work. Would we have started this whole thing in 28 with a different, you know what? We can't go back. We just have to accept the responsibility of where we are, and that's exactly what we are doing. We're advancing a 171-mile system from Merced to Bakersfield. And I appreciate this thing applauded for that. We're making investments along the lines of the investments we made here and was highlighted by Ian, the 11 specific investments that are part of this construction project. Number 4, which includes the overpasses, some pedestrian underpasses, all the viaduct work, but we've done 50 major projects full to completion. We have procured, and this is important, people don't see this, but they have to understand this. Where is the investment gone? 2,270 parcels have been procured for the first 119-mile phase of this project. 99% of all those projects now are in the authorities' hands. We have moved over 1,100 pieces of critical equipment. Wet utilities, we've removed gas lines, we've used all kinds of important utilities. Yes, we had to work through permits. My gosh, we have to work through permits. We invented process, and we've invested handsomely in the process. But we finally got all the NEPA is done between San Francisco and LA. All of the CEQA is done between San Francisco and LA. This damn thing is substantially permitted. Finally, we've cleared the way for all that. That's a big damn deal. So for years and years, I get it. You struggle to see, wait a second, how is this making sense? These 50 projects, how are they connecting to one another? No one was looking behind the scenes at those parcels. All those utilities will be moved around by the men and women here. And finally, we're at the point where we're going to start laying down this track in the next couple years. Finally, the point where we're going to start laying down the high-speed rail track after the track itself that will allow us to get the equipment and the track equipment specifically to lay down that track gets moved. We're finally at that place. We've substantially funded this project. Yes, there is a gap, but it's not a gap that we cannot close to get the Merced-Bakersfield operationalized. But we've also created a gap in mindset, and this goes back a little bit to what Ian was saying. We were able to already accomplish 714 million reasons, I can lay claim to this, 51 miles of line was electrified for Caltrain, one of our partners. So we began to build a partnership with Caltrain, which was important. Finally got that done. We're doing the same, working to see how we can share maintenance burdens, design burdens, focus on interoperability with Brightline and the investments they're making to take advantage of the investments they have received from the federal government and the investments that we received from the federal government. And of course, the High Desert Corridor JPA and the opportunities that persist and exist there. It's building now partnerships and developing that framework of engagement and sharing not just best practices, but sharing the burdens and the opportunities. And we're just, well, I'll be careful. I'll say months, not weeks away, from making some early commitments on train sets. This is about to get very, very real. And so it's a long way of saying this. Thank you. Thank you for all the folks in the building constructions unions, my friends, the carpenters and others, for all your hard work. Thank you for holding us to a higher level of accountability. Thank you for keeping this project alive. Thank you for not giving up on the Central Valley. Thank you for not giving up on your community and each other. Thank you for not falling prey to cynicism and all the damn negativity and all the jawing that's out there that just seems 99% just for political sports and footballs. No one's naive about the headwinds that are coming our way, but we withstood those a few years back, and we were able to continue to move forward. And I have all the confidence in the world we will move forward. I want to thank President Biden for the $6+ billion that he provided this project, and I don't think I know how personal it was to him, because I remember being Lieutenant Governor of California, getting a call from Vice President Biden talking about the high-speed rail project, asking us to move more aggressively when Rick Scott decided to turn his back on some of those federal transportation dollars. And some of those other governors were doing the same, including Walker in Wisconsin. He said, move aggressively, and I'll make sure we transfer some of those early billions to California. And he did just that, and then he built on that and created the framework for the additional $3.1 billion, and then the money going to Brightline as well. So we are in a very different place at this sacred moment, with a lot of humility about the past, a lot of recognition about the punditry around this, but also very prideful that we are finally here announcing this railhead project, moving forward to lay this track and to get this project to a point where success becomes irresistible, success becomes inevitable, because all of you created that condition, and that's called leadership. So thank you for creating the climate to get us to this remarkable point for this transformative project. Final words before we walk over. Ain't anything like this exist anywhere in the United States of America. You want to be big, you got to be big in big things. This is the biggest economy in the United States of America, $3.86 billion. It's about damn time we have a high-speed rail system in the great state of California. Thank you guys for coming out.